Okay, today on the workbench, we've got this battery-operated tin toy made in Japan. It apparently is a truck and a merry-go-round, so it's a merry-go-round truck. This was sent to me by Ozzy's Toys on YouTube. You should check out his channel. It didn't work. Didn't come with any letter or note or telling me anything more about it, so I don't know anything more about it. First thing I noticed when I got it out is I noticed that where the red wire enters the battery box, that was broken. So I had to cut both off, bring them in, reattach those. These are getting kind of stiff in their very old age. I'm assuming this is a 1960s toy. I don't know for sure. But they're not cracking anywhere, so we're going to leave those. I think it's always best to try to leave things as original as possible. So even after repairing the wire into the battery box, it still didn't work. So the next thing I had to do is to bend their there's actually 7 little metal tabs like you see here and here, and there's 2 under there and 2 in the back and 1 in the very rear. Then you can lift this whole platform off, and I could see inside, and I could see the motor, and the motor actually resides right there. So once that was off, I could remove this panel right here, and that was off. I could see where the wires soldered on to the motor, and one of the wires was just sitting there floating with solder on it, but not sticking. It's your standard cold solder connection that pops free after many years. Who knows, maybe it had always been popped free and the toy didn't have any playtime. I don't know. So after I resoldered that, repaired the battery box, it was pretty much good to go. It goes forward, it goes backward really fast, and when it's going forward it'll ring a bell, ding ding ding. The front wheels can be manually adjusted to go in a circle or go straight. Maybe I should hold this here for the initial run since it does move so quickly. Yeah, let's try that. That's back. Give you a rough idea what I mean by moving. It's moving. Buttons are a little bit iffy, but not a lot I can do about that. I think the more you use it, the better they'll get. So, that's it. It's just a little demo of a what can I say other than vintage, made in Japan, merry-go-round truck with a wired remote control, 2 C-cell batteries. Very clean shape, very colorful. I do like that. I did find this interesting, these little tabs right here. They show up. See that little tab right there and that one there? They just bent out of the cab, and they're meant to hit against this because without that, the only piece of metal that supports between the front of the truck and the rear is this thin little piece right there. So if you bend those in thinking, oh, someone forgot to bend those in when they made it, well then the whole cab of the truck will fold up like a real truck that's got a broken frame under it or something. So they added those to add support and stability to the toy. Kids would have broken that in no time. Of course, everything about this they would have flattened in no time. So it's probably rare to see one in such clean condition. And perhaps this one always had a cold solder connection on the motor and didn't work, and so it was kept away from the kids. It's hard to say. We may never know. All I know is the gears inside don't show any sign of wear, so it's had very little playtime for sure.